And good afternoon, everybody. If you don't know, you won't know. Now you know. I'm Apollo Black. Thank you for tuning in. If you, Bloop. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're not, hi, how are you doing? Appreciate you tuning in, clicking on my face, and or watching again. Appreciate you guys clicking on. Today is not a gaming day. We might do a gaming video later. Today, I got home and I was on Twitter and I saw everything that was happening, and I've been keeping up with it for like the last five days. 4 days as it's been going on, and I was just like talking to the Discord, talking to my friends, and we were just like, we have to talk about it. The way the world is working right now, the way it's how fucked up it is, and I know I shouldn't be cursing a couple, like at least 10 minutes into the YouTube video, but that's how serious how serious it's gonna get, and how hot of the topic it's gonna take, or how it's gonna get. I can't talk. That's how serious it is. We are going to discuss streaming platforms, cancel culture, everything that's happening, Call of Duty, Nick Merckx, Tim the Tatman, everything that's just been going on in the world, and like what's blowing up on Twitter, what's blowing up in people's lives right now, and especially for us, because we're people that literally sit behind computers. If we're not working, we're behind the computer for at least 13 hours playing either video games or making podcasts or just talking to each other about what's going on. And I have my takes. We have Shadow here. Shadow's gonna give us his takes. Pretty sure Matthew's gonna join later and give us his takes. If you can see, Matthew is in the chat below. So you'll see him in the chat, but I'm pretty sure he'll join. Hopefully he'll join. He'll give us his takes. And anybody else, if you're tuning in, if you're in the Discord, if you're hanging out with us, or if you're just in chat and you want to become a member of the Discord to join in to have to get on the podcast episode, that's what we're doing. We are literally talking about it. We're gonna get straight into it. Again, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you don't know, you won't know. Now you know. I'm Apollo Black. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna let Shadow take the floor so he can start the top conversations as I write down the update weather for the update behind the scenes podcast. So first we're gonna take it off with like streaming platforms and just in general. So Shadow, let me hear your hot passion. The floor is yours.
Ooh, I'm liking it. So shameless plug. You got me out of the den for this. I'm happy to be here. I always love doing stuff with you. So for those who don't know, I am Shadow, aka Dragon's Fury, and I am the host of Into the Dragon's Den. So if you ever want to find what nonsense I'm talking about on a regular basis, go check that out. We'll figure something out for you. Can find it later. But I can
easily tab your Discord in here. When you say the word.
God, okay. So we're gonna start this one off with a story, not even a story, just like a clip I saw on TikTok, right? So I think it was the CEO of Twitch was on his personal channel just singing some good old wholesome country music, right? Just vibing out, having some good fun. Had like all of maybe like 14 people watching, and people are losing their mind. Like, this man was supposed to have like thousands on thousands of people watching him. It's an old dude singing country by himself on his own personal account. Guys, calm the hell down. Leave the man alone. This is why we can't have nice things.
I 100% agree.
Goodness, I was so pissed about that, like, for no reason, because that's like also why people who are like, you know, smaller streamers or you know, trying to come up on this stream life, and especially on Twitch, because a lot has changed over the years for like Twitch, because back when me and Infernal were doing it, we were just doing it for the sake of doing it because we had nothing better to do. We really weren't in that space where it's like, hey, this is going to take off and we can really like get some bags off this. Nah, we weren't in that headspace. But God forbid, you know, there's someone that's not, and like, go you, because I enjoy so much content of the people who like knew this was the way to make that money. Because it has saved me so much time of boredom, just watching them having a good time playing the games, finding games that I didn't even know I would enjoy, just watching other people play. So congrats to you guys. Keep it going, keep it flowing. But it does raise the problem of with that oversaturation of there's so many people now doing it that anyone that would be at their level that are starting now can't really wade through the ocean. They can't get through. They need a life vest, something.
I agree. I agree
Get 'em some milk.
100%. I agree with you.
And it's very disheartening. It really is. Because shoot, we did it like 3 or 4 times in like 4 different like methods. Like we tried to do it like together, we tried to do them like solo. Granted, Infernal could have gotten a lot further. He's just lazy.
Understood.
Because his channel was actually like moving. Like he had a bunch of horror videos, reaction videos, League videos back before I came back to League. So he had the means and content, and shit was hilarious because this man generally gets scared, but it's always his fault.
Right.
Because he's never like paying attention, and then something jump scares him. And it's the funniest thing to be a part of, especially when we were living together and I was just like watching him record in the room, and then I would see it coming and he doesn't, and I was like, oh, this is gonna get him good. Freaking flies out of his chair, and it's just good quality content. But like, if you don't like keep it going, or if you're not even in a place to keep it going, because like other people like who are on YouTube who are like doing podcasts and shows and stuff like that, they all have said the same thing, that they were doing it with their regular job, and at one point they popped off, got enough support, and they were able to leave their job, and that's what they're doing full time, which is fantastic because that is the only hope in humanity I have left. Like that's it.
I agree with you. I 100% agree with you on that topic as well. Like
that's it.
For example, like me, I've been doing this on and off for going on 3 or 4 years now. And at one point, like, I was doing pretty good. I had a steady flow. You know, I went from from 0 to a small amount of like 200. And this, I know a lot of people are gonna come and be like, well, 200 is not a lot, bro. 200's a lot to me. I worked my ass off to get those 200 people to notice me, to understand what I was doing, to get to the flow of into what I was doing, for them to be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep, you know, following this guy, watching this guy, doing what this guy does. Because I started off with just Call of Duty Zombies, and Zombies was at the point at its peak, and then Zombies died out. So then I was like, Pokemon videos, and I still do Pokemon videos to this day because I love Pokemon die hard. But what I love the most and what I did the most to get myself out there was start a podcast. And I started with my stepbrother Jose, and right now, like I said, we're on hiatus, and I'm still doing a lot. Like, I'm doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes so that way we can keep our content growing and keep our people happy and supported. But I was like, I love talking to people, I love talking about topics, and I also love like pop culture in general. So why not start a podcast where me, my friends, or me and my stepbrother can go and host and talk about TV shows or movies, or just a topic in general. Like today, me and Shadow, and hopefully a bunch of other people that get to join in today, we're literally talking about streaming platform and cancel culture and Twitch and YouTube and Rumble and Call of Duty. So it's all about like your perception of things. Like if you go into it like Dragon Fury Shadow said, I'm sorry, I keep messing up.
It's whichever one. You're fine.
I'm just into it. I know you as Shadow, that's why. The way Shadow said it, if you come into it, the first thing you want to do is try to make money, and you're not doing anything, or you're not motivated to keep doing it, you just think you're gonna get money right off the bat. It's not like that. I've been doing this for 5 years, and I'm nowhere. I'm still growing. Today, my video from yesterday finally hit 500 views, and people are commenting on it. It's like my #1, and it's a YouTube short. It's my #1 video on my own channel. I got 60 videos total, and it's my #1 video, and it's like trending on my page right now. Like, not trending everywhere, but trending as to a point where people are seeing it, where it's hit 500 people already. That's more views than I've had total in my YouTube history on one video. So it's all about your commitment. It's all about how you strive and what's your niche and how you want to go and how you want to approach it. Like, my #1 thing is I can talk fast. I can break things down, and I can talk very fast. And that's what I love doing.
Trivia fact: Apollo is actually the reason why the Dragon's Den even exists. So
no, it's not. Don't stop. You came one day and you were like, like, what if I do something? What if I take up a topic and talk about this and start a podcast? And I was like, do it. That's literally, people want to hear that.
Exactly. That's what I say. I did the episode with you that I guest starred on with you,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, this is fun. Also, I just miss like doing stuff with you because we had been separated for so long.
100%.
And so I was like, that was fun. I've been trying to get something back again because I had you know the history.
Yeah.
I've had so much like various entertainment like endeavors because that's what I went to school with for.
Yep.
So I've tried that. I have like that one gemstone of like where my goal is. It's kind of ridiculous comparatively, but high school. I was in charge of like my team that I had in high school.
Right.
We had a project. They did a music video. We put it on YouTube. Obviously, this is some years ago, and it's again the numbers. It doesn't seem like it's that much, but it matters to us.
Yeah, exactly. It matters to you because you worked hard for it.
So we did it, and I went. So one day, I just went hunting for all of my old stuff. Like I have random COD clips from when I was playing on the Wii. Fight me.
Oh,
I have
man.
clips when I was playing Destiny, Warframe, and stuff like that. So I was like trying to hunt down all of my old stuff because I couldn't narrow down my name I wanted to go by then. And I found that video, and it was like over 1 million views, and I was just like, people found this. They found a high school made video and like kept coming back and like shared it. It was just a really cool thing. And so like I would like to get to that point again of just a well-known video and stuff. And like you said, like 200 doesn't seem like a lot unless you actually understand how important that actually is.
Exactly.
Shoot, I lose my mind every time I look at my analytics for the show and I see one new view every time. I shit you not.
Yep. And I feel the same way every time I look at the analytics for the podcast when I go to either through Anchor or through Spotify when I pull it up and it says like you've gained 1 new viewer or 2 new viewers or you had 5 listens total that listened for the remainder of 1 hour total. I was like, bro, you are the real people. You know what's up. Thank you for taking the entire hour to listen to us. Like, even if it's nonsense, you sat there the entire hour and listened to us. Thank you. It's because of you is why I do it. Because somebody's out there is willing to listen to what I have to say.
Oh, yeah. Every time. And then, like, when you find out, like, if you go international, and you're just like, how did I even pop up for you? I understand the internet is everywhere, but also, what?
What were you searching that randomly made me pop up and you were like, no, I have to click on that one?
Yeah, let me hit that one. So yeah, it's like you said, it's all about perception and understanding like how much really goes into being seen out of the massive ocean of content that there is. And then people to come back. Like, guys, I'm just ranting about something or some ADD rabbit hole I decided to go about, and you came back to watch more. That's awesome.
Yep.
So that's a big thing. But then, unfortunately, for every good thing, there's a bad thing, and the bad thing is being just the toxic nonsense of people that just won't leave other people alone. Like, just let them do what they're doing and move on. If you don't like it, leave. Like, you came here in the first place, and now you're starting trouble?
Yep.
That's like going to your dentist and being mad at them because they told you your teeth are dirty. Like, what? You just don't go.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like, I'm only going to bring this up because I don't know. They might pop up again, but I don't care, honestly. So, the other day I was streaming Pokemon, right? And I love Pokemon to an extent where I know enough to keep myself content, okay? So, this guy, and I'm just saying it because it's a story and it popped up as a friend thing. This guy decides to pop into the chat, right? And he decides to be a smartass off rip. Not even like a, hey, how you doing? Nice chat. Or like, hey, how you doing? Nice video so far. Like, what do you... No, first thing is, why are you shiny hunting that way? It's better to just do it in the wild. I know what's the best method of shiny hunting is. I get it. But I'm shiny hunting for a starter. You can't shiny hunt starters in the wild. So relax. Then he goes, oh, well, true. Okay, honestly, but... So, okay, so then if you know about shinies, what's the difference between a shiny Vivillon and a shiny Vivillon in a Pokeball origin? I don't give a fuck. No offense. I don't care. Why are you asking me? Why can't you just sit back and relax? Did I say I knew everything about shinies? Did I say I knew everything about Pokemon? I said I knew enough for me to shiny hunt, for me to start this video, for me to continue what I'm doing and enjoying. I wanted the starters, so I'm going to shiny hunt the starters. One day, if I want to, and I decide to shiny hunt Vivleon, then I will learn all there is to know about Vivleons and how I need to get that one specific one.
That's ridiculous.
So he was like,
so ridiculous.
He was like, you don't got to get angry. I'm not getting angry. I'm honestly very chill, and I'm doing it with a smile on my face. You can either sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, or you can get the fuck out. You didn't have to come full hard. You didn't have to come 0 to 100. I'm sitting here enjoying, and the title it says it: starting shiny hunting for starters. There's no if ands to it.
Read.
There's nothing else to it. You didn't have to come in here and start an argument. You didn't have to come in here and try to be a smartass. You didn't have to come in here and be like, yo, I know everything there is to shiny. Because I'm pretty sure there's something you don't know. All right? Because we could pull up A-Drive. We could pull up Poke Challenge. We could pull up all these master Pokemon trainers that know everything and put you up against them. See how far you make it. How about that? Don't come at me, because I'm a nobody. I'll tell you straightforward. Go after one of them. And I bet you they tell you the same shit. They ain't playing your little games. All right? This is
Play with your
YouTube.
mama, not me.
Grow the fuck up and enjoy the show. If you're here watching the video, enjoy the show. Don't come here starting shit with the streamer, because that's the first way to get banned, or the first way for you to get canceled. You specifically.
Oh god. Oh,
Like,
so that reminds me of something that happened. So who was it? Oh, okay.
Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Same thing of like just people coming in just hot, right?
Uh-huh.
So if for any and all that may or may not know, I unfortunately begrudgingly play League of Legends. I play because I have nothing better to do and I'm a whore for cosmetics.
Laugh out loud.
And so they have a lot of good things in that game that keep me there just long enough, but I am not happy about it. So
Yeah.
I am also not the greatest player. I can play enough to not die all the time, which in my opinion is a core thing of any competitive game. Don't die so much that the enemy team benefits from it.
Facts.
I think that's fair.
Facts. You are a core player. You are the boulder to that group. Don't die, we win. Period.
I was like, if I don't die, I'm saying I may not be able to get the kills, I may not be able to carry, but it's not my fault that motherfucker in the top lane's up here railroading all of us, because he was not getting any kills off me until you guys showed up.
Facts.
So he started calling the homies and they started running fades up here. Like, I was fine. So it was me, Infernal, Sacred, we were all playing, and people like to come for me in the chat all the time, but I don't entertain it half the time because I really don't care. Also, I'm not that adept to like go into the chat window, hit the chat real quick, come out, and then keep playing with the inputs needed. So I don't do it. And so we were doing something,
Matthew.
whatever, and we were just goofing off, right? We were getting railroaded, right? Like, we just couldn't do anything against that team, but we were having so much fun because we were just goofing off, and we were picking up kills in the dumbest way. Like, we would yeet one of our players over a wall into, like, darkness, and then, surprise, people are there, and we'll get a kill. We die, but obviously, we'll take someone with us. It was hilarious, right? And so the one rando on our team decided he wanted to get some spicy pants, right?
Right.
And so he starts saying, "Oh, you're trash, this, that, and the third." What, baby, like, non-intelligent talk. Because I'm not going to even say like a child. Because
Yeah,
I
just
worked with
basically
them
just
for
baiting
long.
you.
They're
Just
smart.
baiting you.
Yeah. And trying to do the bait, didn't even bring the right bait. Like, come on, at least put some effort into it. And so he's still going, and I'm like, whatever. Then he fucked up. He fucked up by starting to go for everyone else. And everyone else is my crew. You can say what you say about me, but start fucking with my crew, I'm gonna annihilate you. I'm gonna make you feel feelings that you didn't know you had. Right? So he
make you tap into it.
So he wants to start running his mouth like he's doing some hot shit, whatever. And he was like, "Oh, that's why you can't do this. You're probably some like bot rank, whatever, blah blah blah, like low. You got no friends, or whatever." I was like, "I got friends. We a 4-stack. We're having fun. The thing you don't know how to do, because that's why you're alone right now playing this game." And he shut up so quick. Because it's like that. What do you say after that? You're literally the only person filling in because we didn't have our 5th person to make this a 5 stack. You are single-handedly in this game by yourself against 4 other people who are together in a chat playing, ignoring your existence. And you wanted to run your mouth, and he just thought. Infernal was dying laughing. Sacred was dying laughing because they were like, "Man, you shut him up in 1 sentence."
But it happens that way. Some people come in and they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm running this game," but you're running it solo. So are you really running the game?
Like,
Like, this game is made for friends. It's a friend dungeon crawler, and you're friendless.
Like, come on, like this is a 5v5 game. Like, yeah, people go in solo duo all the time, or whatever. But like, we were in regs, so you can go in 5 stack. So we went in as 4, and like, you came in here alone and want to start talking spicy to the 4 other people, and then we trapped him in there because I think he tried to surrender, and you have to have a majority wins to do that.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, we all know how that went. I think we ended up winning that game in spite of him, too.
He wasn't getting out anytime soon.
He wasn't getting out anytime soon. Like, he didn't deserve the win, but the fact that we trapped him in there and then won the game despite him, like, trying to sabotage us. Like, we were getting killed, but I think they started getting cocky, and that's where we were able to turn it around, because it was a steamroll for most of that game. But yeah, now people just come out full 100, and I'm all for like 0 100. Like, you either commit fully or you don't, but don't commit not expecting consequences.
Facts. Yeah, 100% true. Don't expect consequences. If you can't dish it out, don't come here expecting that you're not gonna get roasted, because you're gonna get roasted.
Come on,
you're gonna have it. All right, let me
do in the kitchen.
Let me do this update really quick, and then we can continue the hot conversation, hot topics. The next topic will be the difference and like the struggle of what the fuck Twitch is doing, literally, and how they're treating their creators. So let me get this done real quick. How do I exit out again? Shit me. There you go. Turn the brightness all the way up. Open up this to record myself. Brightness. I'm not doing dual mode. Alrighty then. Here we go. Where's my update at? Right there. Here we go. I have something in my beard. Why can't I get this shit? There it goes. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good afternoon, everybody. If you don't know, you won't know, now you know. I'm Apollo Black. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Let's get right into it. Sunday, June 11th. This is your midday, mid-afternoon update. Day hitting higher than 92. Tonight, feeling low, low 72. If you're out there right now, it's 86 with the feeling 93. Partly cloudy, 50% chance of rain. You may be seeing a little 61. 9-mile-an-hour winds coming from the southwest. Thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you again. Take it easy. Have a blessed, beautiful day. Swipe up to subscribe for more enjoyable content. Take it with a grain of salt. You never know. Bring in a brother, just kids, because it's Florida. And have a good one, guys. Make sure to tell somebody you love them. Stay tuned for another one. Alrighty then.
Ooh, coming out with the hot tamale voice. Let's go.
Yeah, that was your update behind the scenes for the vlog / podcast / weather update. And now I'm gonna do that while we have the floor. Twitch. I know sometimes you stream on Twitch. How do you feel about everything that they're doing?
I feel like they don't give a fuck. That's what it is. That, or they want to cater to the highest common denominator, and the denominator being the loudest ones. And yeah, because let's be real, I haven't streamed on Twitch for some years. I've been on Twitch like every day following other content creators, but I think they're in the safe zone. They're like
Matthew,
big enough.
Join the VC. Sorry to cut you off.
Get in here. Get in here, my dude.
Join the VC and tell us why you think that.
Oh, please
Continue.
do share. And yeah, so they're like enough that's like there's a lot of people like in the chat at any given time, but like I don't think there's like enough that Twitch would like pay attention to them
Right.
and like, oh, we don't like what you're doing. And be like, yeah, no. So yeah, up in the upper echelon, I don't got too much to fully say about that because I just mainly for my sanity, and hope that Twitch doesn't just kill itself. I tend not to follow as much, so I will be learning on this topic.
So
what's going on?
what I have to say about that is, you say Twitch is killing itself, but I say Twitch is already dead. So what they're doing is, instead of making a program or a TOS where that's going to help the content creator make more money so Twitch makes more money, they're handicapping the content creator so the content creator makes less money, but Twitch makes more money and in revenue. So they were basically telling the content creators, you can't have burn-in ads, you can't have like logos or sponsorships on your screen that are bigger than like 3% of your actual screen. So that's basically like, I have to have it about this big on my screen. They're like, can you even see that sponsor, guys? Can you see what today's sponsor is? It's a big fuck you. That's what it is. That's what Twitch said. It said, we don't want you sponsoring anything else. We want you to promote Twitch more. And Twitch is going to be the one capable of running your ads. So all the ads you see, like how memes are, and people complain, oh, I just primed or I just subbed to this Twitch streamer, but I still have ads. I'm still watching ads. Yeah, because it doesn't matter if you pay or not. You're still going to get those ads because Twitch rolls those ads to go past your paywall. So it doesn't matter if you pay for it or not. You're going to watch that 1 hour ad because that's how they make their money off this streamer. So that's basically what they're doing. And then they canceled your ability to multi-stream. So even if you're not a partner, even if you're just an affiliate or just starting new, you wouldn't be able to go be like, oh, I'm streaming on Twitch, on Kick, on YouTube. But no, you're strictly just Twitch now. Twitch owns you. You sign up for Twitch, you want to stream on Twitch? Twitch owns you. You're streaming on Twitch.
But see, that's where Twitch killed it with everybody, though, is that was the whole premise of how you grew to begin with. You have all the large creators constantly say, short-form content, gather your people in short-form content and bring them over. TikTok was able to bridge that gap, that people could go live on TikTok and then tell them, hey, I'm live on Twitch, come over, and that was how you brought your community from TikTok to Twitch. And that was something that was beneficial during everyone's initial growth on Twitch. And now they're like, oh, it doesn't matter whether you just created your account, whether you're affiliated or partnered, it does not matter. You can't do that at all anymore. Like, if that company really cared for the streamers that they have on that platform and wanted it to go, they should be adding more things to help us with growth rather than taking that away. Twitch's discoverability is already ass. And then now they're just making it even harder and worse.
Yep, 100%.
God damn. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, it's bad, man.
Yeah, no, that's that. But unfortunately, like, I'm not even shocked. That is just the story of things now. It's just, hey, we got you here. Now you have to play by our rules, and because they're basically so far in bed with them, you can't just hop ship and go somewhere else. There's nowhere else to go. You're starting from ground zero if you do find something else, and you don't necessarily bring your community with you. Ideally, your community is loyal to you enough that they follow you wherever you go, but realistically, a lot of the communities are just there because it's like, oh, you're on Twitch, I'm on Twitch anyway, I like what you're doing here, whatever, but I'm not actively going to follow you wherever you go. Like, if you leave Twitch, then I wish you adieu, good luck, good fortune, etc., but they're not going to come with you. Like, it is what it is.
That's the thing, too, is that the viewers are now learning of all the crap that Twitch is doing, that they are also jumping ship to other platforms to watch creators. Like, I find myself watching TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. And I mean, Kick just announced out its rest of its whole, I guess, marketing or payouts for its streamers, that they are paying $16 an hour for somebody. And all you have to do is be active, showing you're doing something on stream. So like, you can't stream, and be sleeping or whatever. They have to see that you're actively doing something and engaging with your community. If you do that, you get paid $16 an hour just for going live. And it doesn't matter whether you have one viewer or 1,000. and you can make $16 an hour flat. So you go live and literally you're making at least $16, and then if somebody subs to you, you get 95% payout, whereas Twitch takes half.
Yep.
Solid. At least for now. But yeah, no, that's good to hear that at least like people are getting wise, because like I said, my faith in humanity is only like being held on by the brink of the fact that like people are supporting what we do in general, and the fact that people are successful in like sustaining themselves. That's really all that's holding my like hope for humanity together. And so outside of that, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not surprised that you're just money grubbing and you're just trying to, you know, make your bag, which is fine, but don't make it at the expense of the people who are making you money. Like, it's like, yeah, let me get this new shit, but let me fuck up my shit. What?
I'd understand that if it was something where the cost in Twitch had changed to where it's costing more money for them to provide what it is that they provide. But the thing is nothing's changing though. It's still the exact same that it was when Twitch really started. So what is the purpose of them taking partnership payouts from 75% down to where it's matched 50-50, to where now I have to ask myself as a Twitch streamer, what now incentivizes me to go from affiliate to partner? If affiliate is getting paid out the same as the partner does with subs, bits, and everything like that, what really is great about it besides the check mark? There's no desire for me to do this anymore. And so Twitch killed themselves as soon as they did that. And then now doing this whole taking away sponsorship things, taking away the ability to be able to multi-stream for platforms on like TikTok. I understood their premise between, you know, streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, or Twitch and Facebook. That was understood. That's been something since day one. And when TikTok released TikTok Live, Twitch was all for it. They were like, hell yeah, like you can go and stream on what they call, I guess, vertical platforms. That they were fine with doing that aspect, and all of a sudden now they've walked it back. And it's like, okay, now you're killing it even more. So what is it that Twitch is trying to do now to keep us on that platform instead of jumping ship to other platforms that either pay out more in revenue to us or don't take a cut at all? I think Facebook's still on their whole premise where the creator gets 100% of whatever it is that comes through. So it's like, what is Twitch doing that's making us want to stay now? Other than the fact that, yes, like you said, like we already have our creators, or I mean our community, but I mean, even viewers, though, are getting way more upset with it. I mean, I'm getting upset because I go watch streamers, I have a sub with them, I'm not supposed to have ads, and Twitch is still throwing ads at me. Yep. So why do I still have to sit through a minute to 3 minute long ads, and I'm subbed to the channel? And that's supposedly supposed to be a perk to a sub, is I don't have to sit and watch ads, and I'm now having to sit and watch ads now. So even on the viewer side, it's kind of like, what the hell's going on?
Oh, yeah, hands on. Unfortunately, I don't have funds to subscribe to the amount of people that I follow, so I have so many, like, it's bad. Like, I can't, like, I would love to, like, actually sub to the people that I follow, because I've been doing it for years, but, like, I literally don't have the money to. But, like, I'm with you. Like, I could, if I'm paying, that's supposed to give me a perk, and then I'm not getting that perk anymore, then what's left? And outside of your internal value of loyalty to a particular content creator or streamer, like either you know them personally or you just like found them early on, you watch them grow, it's like whatever your reasoning may be, once you pass that set value that you already did, now all the external value is what's keeping you there. And if they start yanking that left and right, then it's no longer valuable. And that's just how it is. And that's what sucks, that people are getting hit like this. And like, they're better than me. That's what I'm saying. Like Matt, you're better than me in that regard, because I know, and it has happened already, like I would have jumped ship a long ago. I'm not about the bullshit. Like,
I told him the same thing. I told him the same thing.
Inconvenience.
I told him 2-3 months ago, I was like, before you start streaming again, before you get committed, are you sure you want to do this on Twitch? Do you sure you want to commit to that? You should really start on Kick or on YouTube.
And see, I looked at it just like, like how you were talking about with the community. I built my community, and it's a small community, but it's still the fact of that, like, I could go live today and I could have my 5 to 10 viewers, and then I could not go live again for another 9 months to a year, and those same people come back, And so it's like, yeah, I know my community is not big, but I have established that, and I sit there and think, like you said, crap, I have to go to another platform, YouTube. I don't have a name whatsoever in YouTube. It's literally starting from day 0 on YouTube. That's like, crap. I got so accustomed to my community over here. Maybe they don't want to follow over to this other platform. And then, yeah, I'm starting all over again. And that was my argument at first with it. Every time Apollo was like, yep, come to YouTube, go to YouTube, get off of Twitch. I was like, I don't want to restart again. But Twitch is just doing all these things that are just so stupid, and just YouTube is just looking better and better and better and better, that it's like, I'm probably going to have to say fuck it and cut that cord and say, I'm sorry, I can't continue with Twitch, and I'm going to have to go over to YouTube, because realistically, the growth aspect of it will be much better. Now, I hate how hard it is to get partnered with YouTube, though. That is where the hardest thing as a smaller creator to do, though, is that is not an easy feat to get with the subscribers you need, the view time.
1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours viewed.
Yeah, like that's months probably of time to try and get that. But I'm sure by that time, once you hit that, like, I would have a larger community on YouTube than I currently do on Twitch.
True.
And I will be found much, much easier on YouTube than I will be on Twitch. Because I've just searched like games, and then I just literally flick over to the live tab, and I just go through and I pick random people and I go watch them on YouTube. It's so much easier than Twitch, going through 30, 60, 70 pages of people playing the same game. I mean, even Kick, even though Kick's set up the same way pretty much as Twitch, it's easier to navigate Kick, I feel like, than going through Twitch.
Because they actually have their subcategories and categories, and like inside those categories are different categories for people. Like, you'll have, like, in just chatting, you'll have the popular just chatting people, and then you'll have like the brand new just chatting people. So yeah, it works out. But I don't know. I think, in the words of like how it's working from my point of view, I think YouTube is a better aspect, because there's more eyes to see you. There's more, not just domestic growth, but international growth too. Like, for example, I brought it up to Shadow earlier. My video from yesterday is doing better than all my videos I posted. So like, all my videos sit at like 200, from either 50 to 200 views, and the one video from yesterday is sitting at like 500 and I'll tell you right now, it's sitting at 510 views. 510 views, and I got 6 comments on it. Somebody said I spoke faster than Eminem, which is not true. I wish I could speak faster than Eminem. Shit, I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd be rapping. And then somebody said that I sound faster than the actual microtransaction guy from like the 2000s. I know for a fact that I am. I know for a fact that I'm faster than that guy. But that's what I'm saying. Like, my one video from yesterday is doing the best, and it's a YouTube short, and I got most comments on it too, and people are loving it because I can speak really fast. And that's what I like. It's those 500 people, or even if it's just 50 of them, it's those people that like to continue watching my videos. And that's why I keep doing it, because it started on Snapchat when I got 200 views, 300 views, and then I looked at the statistics, and statistics said it was like 3,000 people on Spotlight have seen your video, and I was like, wait, there's 3,000 of you on Snapchat watching me? I gotta make this a YouTube thing. I gotta make this a habit. So I made it a habit. Now I speak the weather really fast.
Yeah, but like, Matt, even if you do jump ship from Twitch and like YouTube, like you said, it's going to be a pain in the actual of all asses. But just knowing like how committed you are to it, I'm sure you'll do fine.
Yeah.
There's some. Don't get me wrong. There's some people like, cause I don't bullshit the thing. There's some people like, I will straight up, like, my friends that I was like, nah, you ain't fucking doing that. Like, they say they want to do something. If I don't see them doing it, nah, you ain't doing it. I'll tell you to your face. No, you're not. You're not about that. So as a random person, that you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah, Matthew's got it, especially because I'm his number one assistant.
Yep.
Number one hype man right there.
Maybe 2. The regional manager.
Yeah,
Say what?
My boy Ben is a pretty great hype man.
Hey, I've been everybody's hype man. If you joined my
know.
Discord and you didn't start because I didn't say something to you, and then all of a sudden you did start, I'm your hype man. I don't give a fuck how big you are now or whatever. I can say for a fact that when somebody gets big from my Discord, I was there because I started it first. I was their number one hype man. I lurked in all your
for
streams.
sure.
I was there. I fucking torpedo tittied myself into those chats. I was like, number one, make me a moderator. I'm watching all of you. Look, I'm here.
But that's what my boy Ben does too. Like he jumped into our Discord, was watching us play a game he had no idea about, and was just cheerleading us on the whole time. He had no idea what was going on, and was like, "Ben, you've been like this ever since I met you, like day one at work. Like you've just been like this. This is great." Like he has no idea what's going on, and he will just be like you said. He's just in there. It's great. We need more people like him.
But now let's get into like a subcategory quick for those wondering, because there was one person earlier. I don't know why the comment disappeared. Somebody had asked how I knew Shadow, because Shadow was like, you know. So me and Shadow, I know him by Senpai, but also like Itachi, because he dressed up as Itachi when I knew him. We used to work at UCF Nitro's All You Can Eat Buffet. He was a student there, and I was just working at the restaurant because I wanted to get involved with like areas and communities and work in the restaurant. Why not? Me and him clicked because he was working the chicken line and I was working the pizza line, which they forced me on my first day because at the time I was dating this one girl, and the guy was like, "What do you know how to do?" And I was like, "Well, I just quit a pizzeria, so I know how to make pizza." And he goes, "You know how to make pizza?" And she's like, "He can flip pizza too." And so I sat there flipping pizza for my first day, making pizzas, and next to me was Shadow making grilled chicken. And we were talking a little bit. We started talking about like anime and just started talking about like how I was new, what I was doing. And he was like, "You're going to be all right. You're going to do this. You're going to be real easy. It's real easy. Just don't listen to the fat guy." And the fat guy, I'm not going to mention his name because he was a chef, and I'm pretty sure he was fired from his job. But he was a chef and he was a dick. He was a massive dick to everybody. My first day, I noticed it. And then he puts me onto this game. Shadow, he puts me onto this game, and it's a Naruto game. It's a CCG game, so it's based off cards. And you get the cards based off shinobis in the game, and you build those shinobis by adding points or evaluations to those to make your team of 6 or 3, however you want it. So me and him literally grinded the game, I think, for the year I worked there, the whole year, until we hit a level cap, until we hit I'm talking about a deadlock, because the game automatically became pay to win. Then they took it away from the American like iOS Android system, and it was specifically overseas game only. You can only get it if you're overseas or in Japan. And me and him made it to the highest rank possible. We were almost top of the leaderboard. We tried so hard, but I think we got to like chapter 32-3. It was the last Akatsuki fight before Madara, because I remember fighting Obito and unlocking the Obito card, and we were done. The game was so good, but that's how me and him met, how me and him bonded, how me and him became like friends, so close, because we would just, even to work on our lunch break, we would pull out our phone and just, "You ready?" "Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go." "What build you going with?" "I'm going with the Uzumaki build. Let's go." And we would just go in. But that's how we met. That's how we met.
Now he did leave out a crucial point.
What?
So, the first thing that you had asked me when you found out that I was like nerdy or whatever, the first thing you asked me was red, blue, or yellow.
Oh yeah, yeah. I ask everybody, if you're a nerd, I ask everybody that. You should know what that question means if you're a nerd.
No other context. The first thing out of his mouth was that, and I'm like, man, if you'll get your ass out of here, running on me like that. Oh, but yeah, no, it's been good stuff. It's been good stuff.
And if you don't know what that question means, you're too young for this channel. You need to hop out. You need to hop on out.
You gotta go. I'm sorry.
It's that meme. Ask her what color, red, blue, or yellow. If she doesn't know the answer, she's too young for you, bro.
Wait,
Now,
what is that?
It's Pokemon. Red, blue, or yellow?
You're fucking sarcastic.
Oh, the way you said it though was I can't see your face, so to me it was serious.
I'm sorry, you even got me on that one. I didn't even get that sarcasm. Damn.
For real, it flew right over my head. All right.
See,
Speaking, go ahead, finish your topic. Go ahead.
oh no, I was just laughing at what happened. It was hilarious.
Oh, going on to the next topic now. We can either go into, I don't know, Brandon, if you know what's going on in like Twitter feed and the Twitterverse and the cancel culture is going on right now. Even though I say he's not canceled, I'm not gonna stand by that. Like I refuse to let anybody say that he's gonna get canceled. Fuck that. We stand strong behind Nick Merckx. So, do you know what's going on right now?
Kind of, sort of. Like I saw like a video with Dr. Disrespect. He was talking about it, like how he was leaving Warzone because of it, and I'm like, I don't really like follow Disrespect only because he's just so loud.
If you want to catch up, I recommend checking out. You can either check it up on YouTube or they're on Snapchat. They just posted a brand new story update today, like an hour ago. You can check out Drama Alert. They're up to date with like everything that has to do with like Twitter feed and like the gaming universe and like content creators. Period. Drama Alert is the person you want to listen to. 100%. He liked one of my tweets, by the way. Like, I was so geeked out.
Nice.
I was so geeked out. But so in context, Nick Merckx made a tweet towards something that was happening in a school because they were taking a vote for Pride. From my understanding, he tweeted, "They should leave the kids out of it." Period. And of course, it's Pride, and the people that took it offensive started questioning Nick, like on his the way he was saying it. And again, like I said, especially on my channel, I say it in my videos, take everything with a grain of salt, because it's just my opinion to your opinion to his opinion to her opinion to those opinion. But I guess somebody didn't like his opinion or didn't like the way he said the words. We should leave the kids out of it, especially because it was during Pride Month. And I guess the vote was, I don't know if the vote was to nominate LGBTQ pride in school or to leave it out of school. And I guess the vote was to yes, like implement it into the school because they got the votes. And all he said was, "I think we should leave the kids out of it." He got canceled for that. Immediately, they like messaged Call of Duty and was like, "Call of Duty, this is the type of content creator you want supporting your platform." And they went out and were like, due to things happening and going on around right now, we are sad to say that we're going to be removing Nick Merckx's skin and bundle from the Call of Duty store and Warzone and Call of Duty. We here at Call of Duty, we support our Pride members, and we'll be taking the day hanging out and supporting them. And so they basically just took his skin and bundle out of the store, out of all the games, and people were just canceling him right then and there, like trying to cancel him immediately on the spot. The Doctor's Disrespect makes a comment in his live and on Twitter saying, "Who the hell's running the Call of Duty PR team and the marketing team? Because what you did this is stupidity. Like, how are you gonna?" He literally didn't say anything wrong. All he said was, "We should leave the kids out of this." So it went even further than that. They started coming at Nick, calling him like a groomer. So then people started calling Call of Duty Call of Groomers. So if you were gonna come at Nick, they were gonna come after Call of Duty. So it kept going back and forth, and then the new person, FaZe Grace Rain, the girl from Stranger Things, she commented on his tweet saying "ew" at him. And that stirred the pot even more, and because she's in some hot water too right now with her community, a FaZe community, and what they're going through between them. And so that put like the nail in the coffin. People started coming after him more. People started coming after everybody. Then Doc, of course, said again that now because of all this, he's boycotting Warzone and Call of Duty. That he uninstalled all his games. After I don't know how the timeline officially went, but I was watching Tim the Tatman's live when he said that he had spoke to Nick Merckx the night before when it happened and that he was doing okay and that they're not going to comment on it. They're not going to talk about it. That night, he tweeted, if Call of Duty, him and Nick Merckx started this together, and it's not fair that they took his skin out and that his skin still remains. If they're in this together, then they're going to finish it together, and that he wants Call of Duty to remove his skin. They did that literally 3 hours ago. 3 or 4, correct me if I'm wrong, Matt. It was less than 3 or 4 hours ago. They finally removed his skin from the game, from the server, from the market, his skin and his bundle.
Yeah, it was like a couple hours ago.
Yeah, and I got the drama alert tweet 6 hours ago saying that Tim the Tatman was tweeting at Call of Duty to get it removed, and that they had not done anything. And as of like 4 or 5 hours ago, they removed the skin and everything. So now everybody's like on the side of Tim the Tatman and Nick Merckx, and they're boycotting Call of Duty. So I've seen on Drama Alert on their Twitter that over 130,000 people and more, because there are people just tweeting about it, have uninstalled every Call of Duty game there is to boycott what's going on, to get to like stand up for stand by Nick Merckx. My point was, I have been boycotting Call of Duty for 2 years because they let hackers run their games. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Cold War, Vanguard, and soon enough, your Warzone, that's why you're getting a brand new Warzone. Nobody's thinking about it. They're releasing a brand new Warzone for you, Vondell, because their engine is out of date and they're getting hacks. They literally got hacks. They got doxxed. Treyarch and Activision, they're not working, and they're not working to fix the hacker issue. What they're doing is sending out cease and desist to all the clientele on Steam and all that, the people actually making work to stop hackers from hacking into your PC and your consoles. So I started boycotting years ago because I play zombies, and now I can no longer play zombies because as soon as I boot it up, my IP address and my computer, my PC, and my console are in threat of getting malware, spamware, viruses destroyed, my IP being leaked, my everything on my computer being doxxed. Like, it's that bad. So I've been boycotting Call of Duty for 2 years already, and now everybody's boycotting Call of Duty, Warzone specifically, because of what's going on now. So in your eyes, Matthew or Shadow, whoever wants to start, the cancel culture that's out there right now and how fast it can happen to somebody, how quickly it takes for a little spark to ignite and for people to be one-sided so fast over a context of words. How do you feel about that?
Cancel culture is basically a sneeze of Karen. That's all it is. So obviously
It's a lot.
Well, not even just a lot, because it's like what particularly started this one just pisses me off, only because like you, as of our long history, I have education experience in my background. So when kids are involved, I get heated on all aspects. And fight me if you want, I don't care. You're people. Is that there's certain things that you need to wait to introduce children to because they don't understand the full encompassing effect of the idea and the consequences of that, and that's not even like oh, you're against this, you're against that. That's psychology. There's reasons why you learn certain things when you learn certain things, because that's when you're able to handle it. Like, we don't start walking until later because we got to figure out how to work our body first.
Right.
Like, we don't just start walking. You got to take the steps. It's the same with social ideas and other things that come with the higher functioning parts of your brain. You got to wait until they're ready for that. You can't just start putting that in there. I'm not saying don't start the process, start introducing like certain concepts. No, that's how you raise a child. That's how you help them grow, especially prepare them for the world that they're currently in. So, this whole pride thing is something that children need to know about, but they need to know about it at the right time.
Right.
And early school, like, I will push it back to like 8th grade, because now with like just how we're all been developing lately, it's just kind of like with all the hormones or whatever, you're hitting puberty way sooner than we used to collectively.
Yeah.
So this is going to be one of those things that you just have to tack on and just bite the bullet on, because that part of their life is starting a lot sooner. So this social construct of it needs to be along with it as a part of the education that's going along with them going through puberty. Because puberty is a bitch, even if you do get the information. that you need to get through it. It
Right.
fucking sucks.
It
So
does.
you don't need all this extra stimulus of these random people that have no bearing or responsibility on your thought process because they're one, not your parent, not your guardian, whatever, of saying, oh, this is how you should feel about this thing when you don't even know the definition of that thing.
Right.
It is what it is. So putting that aside before I, start a World War fire in my brain with that, I don't. What is it? I had looked into it because I just wanted. I was like, when did the official term of cancel culture kick in? Only 2016.
Yeah, 2016 is the official term.
It's
yeah.
a baby in and of itself. Like, so the whole concept is immature. It doesn't even know what it's doing. So I can't take something that serious if it's still basically in its own infancy. Like, yeah, go for people that you need to go for. Like, they're saying stuff that is just globally not okay. Like, if you asked a random person off the street and you told them the same words with, without context, with context, and the answer's the same, that's not okay. It's not okay.
Yeah.
Not this half harebrained schemed things of like what's currently going on with Twitch or whatever, or just, oh, here's a person with an opinion that isn't conducive to what everyone else wants their opinion to align with, because then it's not an opinion anymore. Now, is it?
Yep.
So you can't, quote unquote, cancel someone for not agreeing with you. Mind you, if said person is not agreeing with you and then actively being a problem about it, take him out, firing range,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah,
Shoot him dead.
that's how
Like,
you
it is
do
what
it.
it is.
That's how you do it. But the fact that in a matter of hours, from a context of words of leave the kids out of it, it took a handful of people to come and be like, yeah, Nick Merckx is a groomer. He's a bad guy. He did this. He did that. We need to cancel him. He's not a bad guy. He is a proud, brand new father. Just like me. I am a brand new father. And in my eyes, if anyone is going to teach my kids sex or anything about the topic of sex, it's either a state-funded, sex-educated class like I learned in high school, or me and his mother. Like, there shouldn't have to be a random teacher in the 3rd grade, the 4th grade, the 5th grade being like, yeah, today we're going to learn about dingalings and hoo-haws and how they can match and mismatch. No, there's no need for that. There's no need for that. You start at 9th grade because that's when everybody is assumed as a cumulative or independent going through puberty. Sometimes you hit puberty 11th grade, but you're still getting that education in a education area. The guys are split up, the girls are split up. You are learning about each other's bodies, you're learning about what you're doing in a safe environment. You go home and they send you a permission slip. Are we allowed to continue this topic with your child? Yes or no? If no, the child will be removed and sent to the library during this topic. That's how it used to be. If your parents didn't want you learning about sex or period or puberty because they wanted you to be abstinent, you would get your permission slip signed and you would get sent to the library. You would sit in the library for an hour while everybody else took the class and watch the video. That was it. I don't understand how it changed, how something that actually worked, or in a sense how we saw it because it worked for us, how it changed, and now it's taking either to a younger generation or an older gen, or just being ripped away socially to begin with, just ripped away from you, period. And that's how I see it. And that's another thing, like, on the same topic, boys and girls, little kids, understand what love is because we teach them about heterosexual love when they grow up with their parents. They know that mommy and daddy are lovers, that they're in love, and that their love created that kid. So why isn't that at some point you can say the same thing for the LGBT community? There doesn't have to be any sexual aspect involved. You can be like, those two people love each other. That's what they do. That's who they are. They love each other fundamentally, emotionally, physically, everything. But that's what they do. Just like how mommy and daddy love each other, those two can love each other the same way. And that's all they have to know. They don't have to know nothing else. Why is it so hard for people to understand that or to like act on that? Why is it for somebody be like, oh, that topic is too sexual? There was nothing in there that I said that was sexual. Nothing. I said those people love each other the same way mommy and daddy do. What? How's that wrong?
It's the putting onto what like your thought process of whatever, and then like putting it on everything else. And then like you
Yeah.
were saying about like how quick it is, they have nothing better to do. Here, let me
Literally-
tell you a story that just
literally-
came to me
literally.
that gave me so much joy, right? So what I do for work, I work for the government. That's all you need to know, right?
Yeah.
So one of like the older guys, because most of the people I work with are retired military of some branch, right? So if you've ever talked to anyone who's served at any point in time, it's one of two things. They have the most egregious dark humor, or they just like trolling people, or
Matthew?
both.
Can't confirm.
And so we're chatting up, we're all like, in together, whatever. And I'm talking to him, and I always have this joke with him. I was like, I want to be you when I grow up, because he's so funny. But he was telling me a story of how because he had got banned on Twitter recently because of some shenanigans he got into, because he was posting something and tagged some other people about something going on. I didn't fully understand of it, but that's beside the point of the story. The story is that he was telling me how he was making money like in the on like YouTube and stuff like that, because he was making like a bunch of videos, stuff like that, and like just kind of talking just political ideas like this, that, and stuff. And again, he served, so a lot of these topics and things that come up affect him directly. So he has all right to say it if it's affecting like his income and pension, his how like future people like serve or whatever, like all the people that he views as like his brothers and like all that stuff, like that's important. So that's he's going to talk about, right? And so he was telling me how he had started multiple Twitter accounts and got into an argument with himself. He was just bored one day and made an account for one side, made an account for another side, and then made a comment to each other, right? And starts going back and forth of making points of the one side and the points of the other side of the various arguments or whatever between himself. He's not tagging other people. He's not saying, oh, like this person, this whatever. No, he's tagging himself. It is completely a closed loop of a conversation.
Right.
He says he goes to sleep. He comes back, and there are hundreds of replies and retweets and comments on either side, supporting all in purposes himself, because he is both people,
right,
who's arguing of like, oh, you're this, and it's like, oh, you're just the whatever, the slurs that they throw at each other from the various political sides or whatnot. And when I tell you, I was dying laughing for a solid minute. Oh my god. That's how ridiculous the social sphere of the internet is right now. That one person could be arguing with themselves,
and the whole world has to come up with their opinion.
He started a war because he was bored. Like, do you?
But that's the point we're trying to make. Like, especially like for that example, for instance, he was talking to himself, by himself, with himself, and it took for somebody to just retweet it or like it or share it with somebody else to start a wildfire from one opinion. And even though it's the same guy, just double-sided opinion because he wants to see what's going to happen, and it splits the world divided. You have two sides of a coin arguing over the same topic, two different styles. It's just one guy, though. That's what you're not understanding. It's one guy who manipulated you to give him your opinion, and your opinion somehow still matters because you wanted to give your opinion about the topic. And it was just one guy talking to himself.
Just talking to himself. That's like literally going down the street, hearing someone having just a monologue with themselves, and then lose your mind about it. It had nothing to do with you. You could have just kept your mouth shut. You could have just let it die into it. It's like the need for people, if you can even call them that, to say what's on their mind regardless of consequence. And that's what I think it is. That's what it is. You will say whatever the fuck you want if there's no consequence? We need consequences.
Yeah,
And cancel culture is not a consequence. That's just a effect of the previous problem.
Here's a topic I want to bring up, and I want to know, if especially our generation, our age, when you could make it click. Okay, so back in the day, everything that's happening now, it's considered cyberbullying. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Even if it's considered what it is, I'm going after somebody, but I'm going to talk shit about that person, and hopefully that person gets canceled, right? That's cyberbullying. So when did cyberbullying become okay? And when did it switch from being okay to becoming cancel culture?
It's us. I think that's what it was. It was the ones who got cyberbullied and took it to heart, or the people who quote unquote support them. Because a lot of the people that I see in like this cancer culture and like a lot of articles of reading this, that, and the third, is they have no stake in it. There's no personal stake in it. You want to fight for someone else because you feel like they can't fight for themselves, but they've shown no interest in putting up a fight, or that, yeah, I need backup because, you know, Rule 36, bring backup, right?
Right.
But they're not calling for backup. They're not saying, oh, hey, like, what I'm doing is not enough. I need help in this, you know, however you want to, you know, manifest that.
Right.
But that's not what's happening. It's people who don't have a stake in it. Oh, I'm angry for you. Why? I'm not angry. Honestly, I thought it was funny. And it's like, and then you move on with your day, and that's where, if for the question, I think that's where it clicked. It was the ones who didn't go through the Xbox lobbies.
Yo, people bring that topic up, and I 100% agree with you. You didn't grow up in the toxicity of Modern Warfare 2 chat lobbies. You did not grow up. You have no backbone. You have no spine. Grow the fuck up.
We said, I mean hurtful things. We didn't just say like blanket things that were like, oh, you're dumb, you're this, you're that, like, you know.
And we didn't say the things that you guys use as memes now. You know, like back in the day, suck my dick used to actually mean something to people. It hurt people. Now you guys use it as a fucking meme.
But also there was consequence, because let's be real, a lot of the people we played with, we knew.
Yep.
We knew them.
Yep. You ended friendships. You ended friendships.
Like, yeah, it was, you were friends when you started that match, and now you're not. And like, oh wait, I gotta go see you at school tomorrow. One of the two can throw hands. You had to be careful with what you were saying.
Yep.
Fights were started. Fights
and then
were
even
ended.
back then, because it was such a big community, and like the Modern Warfare 2 lobbies, you could be playing with somebody in your school too. You don't even know the person, but all of a sudden you go to school that next day and you hear somebody talking about the shit they that somebody told them and how it affected them, and you'd be like, yo, that was the lobby we were in. Like, didn't we say that shit? And then of course you have beef now because you affected that guy's day. You ruined his day, or they ruined your day. You were affected hard, but you took it. You squared up. You shot the fade. You gave him the hands, and you moved on to your day. Or you just let it go. Moved on with your life. Like, it wasn't that bad of a point that I gotta fight you. It was just, you said some hateful shit. Now we don't talk no more. I just cut you off. I don't need that shit in my life no more. It is what it is. But other people got to the point where it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to go cancel you now. I'm going to take your entire livelihood away. I'm going to take anything that you used to support. No, we're going to shoot the fade. We're going to honor this like men or women, whoever played, and we're going to shoot the fade. Whoever wins, wins. That's the end of the debate. Winner says it all. Period.
Yep, you move on.
But you live to play another day.
Yeah, but like you said, yeah, no, this is, yeah, it's actual, like, bullying to the extent of the actual word. Because, like you said, they're taking livelihoods. Like, they're not just saying, oh, I don't like what you're saying, and I just need you to understand that what you're saying is not okay. If it is or isn't, that's besides the point. It's just, that's what's the effect, is what's happening. But it's not stopping there. It's, I'm trying to make it where you can't be a person anymore. Yep. Honestly, we need a new word. I don't think cyberbullying is good enough, because
it's not good enough.
that I would put it like one step below, or like thinking
Terrorism.
wise of
It's
killing someone.
terrorism. It's terrorism.
Because you kill someone, that's it. They're done. It's whatever. The consequences is what
Yeah.
they've left behind. But no, you want them to suffer. You want
Yep.
them. It's basically torture. It's social torture.
There you go. Cancel culture
There
is
it is.
torture. Torture. Cancel culture is torture.
That's what we needed. That's what it is. And again, if you got a problem, fight me. I don't care.
Like we said, we're adults here. Take it with a grain of salt. If you are too young and you came into this channel thinking like, oh my god, somebody's gonna speak about, nah, we're speaking our behalf. I'm speaking my opinion. He's speaking his opinion. Matthew's speaking his opinion, and you're listening. If you don't want to listen, you shouldn't be in here. Bye. Have a great day. See you later.
So long. Farewell.
Play the lotto. You might have a
missed.
chance of winning.
May your day be fruitful.
Live long and prosper.
Because I am a proud believer of like karma. Don't put out negative energy. I got enough problems as is. Like, you may come in hot and spicy or whatever, but I'm sending you out with like love and affection, because I'm not trying to get screwed over.
I feel the same way as you, but I eat negative energy up. I eat that shit up. I put a smile on my face and laugh in your face while I'm eating it. You want to be
good? I will package it up. I'll send it to you. Have a nice breakfast.
Listen to this, and this is the topic. I'm not gonna say where I work at, because if you know, you know. But listen to this. I was at work last week, right? Lady came in, ordered her food, right? I am making her food. I have finished making her food. I am about to cut up her food. I am talking to my employee, right? My coworker. She looks at me dead in the face and says, "You need to shut the fuck up and make my food. You talk too much. You're spitting in my food." Put my knife down. I turn my head back towards her. And I go, "Ma'am, if you don't mind, please being quiet and letting me finish making your food. I can explain to you that I am not spitting your food because my face was facing this way. If you wish for me to pull up the cameras, I can and show you. You're standing in front of me. I am not directly looking at your food. I am not looking at you. I am looking at him. I am speaking to him, which I am allowed to do because your sandwich is done. You see me cutting it and wrapping it up. I am the fastest worker here. Not only am I the fastest talker here, but I can do both talk and my job at the same time. Do not tell me how to do my job, because I do not come to your workplace and tell you how to do your job. Oh, but you're talking too much. You still need to... Okay, ma'am. You know what? Have a great day. Take it easy. Be safe and have a good one. Oh, you can't... You have bad customer service. No, I have a great customer service. Thank you for coming to the job. Take it easy and have a good one. Oh, I'm making complaints. Fuck you. Where's your manager? He's actually the manager. What would you like to do about it now, ma'am? He says there's nothing wrong. And then she's like, oh, fuck this establishment, fuck this place. Like, and so I called my manager and I told her what was going on, that she might get a couple complaints because I told the lady to get the fuck out the store. She wouldn't listen. And I am nice, but my demeanor changed immediately. And I told her, ma'am, if you do not leave my store, I will take you and I will put you outside the store. Take your sandwich, have a nice day, and get out. Oh, take your sandwich, have a nice fucking day, and get the fuck out of my store and don't come back. Literally, just like that. And she goes, oh my, and she walked out with her sandwich. Don't come back. And she has not come back. Do not play with me. I am the man making your food.
Consequences.
Consequences.
See?
Two.
Consequences.
I did nothing to you. You do not tell me to shut the fuck up. You don't know me. I have made your food. I am literally cutting it and wrapping it. He has already rung you up. All you're doing is waiting for it to go into the bag so you can take it in your hand to get out. You acting that way made this 5 minutes longer. You could have been out the store already. I don't care if I get fired because the job only pays me $11 an hour. It's not worth it. I work 2 days a week. What are you going to do to me, lady? What are you going to do to me, lady? So literally, and so I told my manager's like, don't worry about it. The next day she checked the comments just in case in the reports. I had no complaints. What was all that shit for? Huh?
Because she wasn't about that life.
What was all that shit talk for? You thought you were going to have no consequences. I gave you the consequences. And you ain't going to talk that shit to me. Sorry. Not going to happen. Not about that life.
Not about that life. Yeah, nah. That's why
Matthew.
I just stay home with Mermaid and my dog.
Fact. I wish I could stay home. People need to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss a live stream like this, and hit that like button. All right? Get it up there. Hit that like button. Thank you. Matthew, you got anything else to say?
we lose him? Oh no. What?
Matthew.
Damn, that was crisp.
Thank you. Did he go to sleep? Did he leave? Did he go to eat? He just left his chat up?
Oh, man. The boy got him.
Let me see if he messaged me. Hello. Oh, that's you.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, no, that's me.
I messaged the wrong person.
All right.
Sorry, I'm here. I'm in like a role playing thing right now in my server.
Ooh, he's role playing.
We killing a gang, so
Oh yeah?
yeah. So
You
that's
guys
why I haven't talked.
You as a police officer or no?
No, I'm in my criminal character.
You're in a criminal character? Nice. Nice to do. My stomach hurts. I'm hungry. My baby's so cute. I got a handsome baby. Alrighty then. Any other topics? Any other? Oh, by the way, before we like calm down and come to our nice calm down, go ahead, Shadow, and give us your updates, your shout outs, your socials, your tags, your everything. If you want to drop them in the chat as well, drop them in the chat of the YouTube. Drop them links, drop it all. Give everybody the update. Give everybody the 411.
The 411. So yeah, if you don't hate my voice and don't mind the shenanigans that I have said and are more inclined to video game topics that somehow end up in the same way that we've been talking, check out The Dragon's Den on Spotify. As it stands, when you put in The Dragons, we're the first one to come up. I've been trying to keep
nice. Good shit. You should.
So
we
should be the first one to come up.
You should copyright your name. That way, like get it officially LLC'd. That way you are state number one with that title.
So hopefully we keep that. There's some others. There's others around. They seem like they're interesting as well. So like, my success doesn't have to stop other people's success. So check those guys out too. They might have some good stuff as well. Yeah,
don't be too humble. This is a shout out. Take the stage.
I am taking the
grab
stage.
them. Tell them.
Beneficial selfishness. As long as I look like a good person, more people will come to me.
Spotify, The Dragon's Den. Okay, check it out.
Yeah, The Dragon's Den on Spotify. We're also on Google and Apple. I think that's all the threes that I had linked it. I will get all the stuff linked to you, Apollo.
Yeah, give it to me so I can put it in the description.
In the necessary places, because I have no idea where your YouTube is right now in this mess of my computer.
I got you.
So
just send it to me as a message and I'll post it all for you.
Yeah, so I'll get all that stuff to you. For that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what we do. It's every Friday. We have our regular episode and our subscription episode. When you become a subscriber, you get to join the nonsense of my Discord that I have. We do where you can join in on a podcast. We have random games that we do. Also, there is technically a D&D campaign that's kind of in limbo in that server as well. So there's that.
What do you need to get it out of limbo?
People. I need people.
I've been telling you, I've been wanting to play D&D for the last year. What is good?
When we were running this one that's in limbo, you unfortunately were busy. We hadn't been able to link up for a thing, and then it died, and now it's back in limbo. So we'll try again.
Give me the links. Send me all the stuff. Let me make my character. I'll be up in there. What's up?
We'll
Matt,
definitely
get Matthew up in that bitch too.
We'll kick it back in, because now that I have Infernal basically kind of trapped on like recording days, we'll try to see if we can get like a weekend to match up or something.
I'm ready to bring my tabaxi back out. What's up?
So yeah. Twitch has died, so nothing on there. YouTube's died, nothing on there. So yeah, just check out the show and the shenanigans that come with it.
He will be down in the description later when we update the VOD and it gets posted to the YouTube. It will be in the description, and you will be able to go to his Spotify and his Discord. And if he has any of those socials, all the other socials will be posted there once he gives them to me. So we got that. Matthew, is there anything you want to say? Any hot topics you want to cover? Or anything you want to discuss? I know you're murdering people in the GTA server over there, but let me hear what you have to say.
None. It's just a sad world we live in. Of just watching all this shit, and I didn't really get to put my 2 cents into about the whole, COD shenanigans going on.
So do it.
But
Give it to us. And it's why I'm giving you the floor.
I mean,
Hey,
this is my thing. I feel like certain divisions, I guess, or like certain types of work, business, should keep the political shit out of it. Like, it's never been a really thing. Like, why does Call of Duty need to make a stance on this? Like, cool, okay, they feel that way, but this cancel culture shit is fucking for the dogs. It's so sad that we're supposed to live in this country, and I understand if it was somewhere else, but we live in a country that's supposed to give us free speech and everything like that. But clearly you don't get that right anymore. If you don't agree with somebody, it's like, oh my God, you're the worst human being in the world. Like, we're literally destroying this guy's reputation literally over a tweet that was taken completely out of context. And even if it wasn't, like, why can't he feel a certain way about it than somebody else? It's not like he's shoving that shit down your throat. Like, why is it okay to sit there and voice the opinions on that if they don't like it and everything, but then like Christianity does the same shit?
Facts.
Which, that's a big thing for me to say, because, it's like, yes, I believe in it, but I'm also one of those ones, like, I'm not throwing that down your throat because that's not what I'm supposed to do. And I think it's the same thing. Like, everyone should have their opinions. Now, granted, like, 100%, these anti people going and, like, beating people up, hell no, that should not be happening. But I think that's for any aspect, even outside of that, just anything in general. Like, let people have their own voice. If words hurt you, oh well, just move the fuck on. But it's just the world we seem to live in nowadays, where it's just you can't say anything, and it's sad that you have to now worry about what you post or say even 10 years ago, because now that's just going to come back and cause a problem. Like, in reality, like, I haven't looked to see whether Nick's gone live since this whole thing. How does he recover now after that?
Well,
and then now the same thing with Tim going on. Like, people are kind of now getting divided on that whole thing.
I stand for Tim, though. He did, as a person who's standing by his friend and watching it go down, he did the right thing. Remove my skin. We came into together. We're gonna go out together.
I do think that if Nick actually meant it the way that he did, I think Tim would have went a different route. But I think Tim even knew that, like, that's complete and utter bullshit of what they're saying that he said.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Nick Merckx didn't say anything bad. He's basically just telling everybody, no matter what point of the street you stand on, leave the kids out of it. If the conversation is political between you two, it shouldn't have to go down to the school to get the kids involved, to get involvement. It is a political agenda. Leave it to the political agenda. It does not need to have the kids involved. And that's what he was basically saying. Leave the kids out of it. Leave my kid out of it. So that's what it is. And I think he did a good thing. I think he stood up for his cause. He stood up for his belief, and people got butthurt. And no offense to anybody, 100%. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. We're just people talking about things that are happening on the internet, like everybody else. But we're not sitting here trying to be like, damn, somebody needs to cancel it. No, it's the wrong thing to do. Let the man speak. Let the man have his opinion, and let him live. That is it. That's period. The same way you're living and you're trolling, going around to different Twitters, typing ill or this guy or nah, has a wrong opinion. Is this the type of content creator you want? No, stop doing that. You don't need to do that. Nobody needs your 2 cents into it unless it's something specifically about you. You don't need to get involved. Period.
So here's also the second side of it, though, to where what today's generation is doing is that we're sitting here having this conversation, and it's like our best friend of 20 years is gay.
Yep.
And they're not going to listen to that fact or the fact of any of the other friends that we have that want to be what they want to be. They're going to go and pick it out and pick it together or piece it together to make it sound like we're completely against them.
Yeah, for those of you talking that trash, the co-host of or the owner of Consumed by TV, he is a gay man.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
what are you gonna do? Just because I said one thing? No, I'm pretty sure if Jose was here, he would either agree with us or give us his opinion, and we would sit here like adults and listen to his opinion and get his 2 cents, get his fact. Why? Because it's something that's also involved him. The same way everything's going on, we're literally speaking about people divided between heterosexual and LGBTQ and involving kids. And I'm pretty sure he would say, leave the kid out of it. If you're gay, you're gay. If you're straight, you're straight. We don't have to cross paths. We don't. But I'm gonna cross paths with you because I love the people you are. But you don't need to come at me. You don't. I haven't come at a single one of you. You don't need to come at me. And I'm pretty sure Jose would say the same thing.
See, and I think the biggest problem with a lot of things, and this is every avenue of everything that's going on and the way people go politics, your love shit or whatever, is they don't do it for an educational purpose anymore. It's now we need to shove it down your throat and you have to believe it the way that I do.
Yep.
Like, I feel like if we sat there and said, oh, the sky is actually red and it's not blue, and then the other side was saying, oh, it's blue, not red, the red side's going to say, oh, no, if you don't believe it this way, then fuck you and you're a horrible person, and we're going to completely try and cancel you over it.
Yep. All because the sky is red.
Yep. It's a lose-lose situation in the world today.
It is. The world is literally biased. The world is 50-50 split, and there's only like 1% of people out there that I literally have no care in the world. Like, I just want the world to go on. Why can't we just all be not giving a fuck and live on with our lives the rest of the time we have left in this despicable, fucking disgusting world that we live in?
Yep, it's sad.
Facts. All right, Matthew, give all your socials and your handles.
Well, I guess I'm primarying now YouTube, so follow me at youtube.com/@Matt with only one T, and that's pretty much the same with Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.
That's right. And Matthew does have a podcast coming out soon. Believe it or not, I've already started making the email and the stuff, and it's already set up. I'm just waiting for Matthew to have official days off so we can start recording and he can be posting his episodes.
What is a day off? Yes, because we have to dive into also the release of the premiere trailer for Star Wars Outlaws.
So we could definitely record that, and then I can set the official stuff up, and then you can officially post your first episode to YouTube and the podcast.
I'm down.
So yes, guys. Anybody else have anything to say about the hot topics or debates that we've been going on and discussing in the chat now today? Shadow and or Matt, you have anything else to say?
I am all good on my side.
This is a fun line that have been circulating on the people that I've been following.
A little tongue.
It doesn't have to be nice, but say with your chest.
Say with your chest. Paint your bumper cat black, blue.
So whatever you say it with your chest.
And like I said, take it with a grain of salt, because that's everyday life. Take it with a grain of salt. You get knocked down, you get the back fuck up. You having a fight, at least you live to see another day.
There's always somebody doing worse, and there's always someone doing best.
50 cents for you and $175 for the IRS.
Yep.
Alrighty then. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it very much. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. And again, if you don't know, you won't know. Now you know I'm Apollo Black. It's been a pleasure tuning in with you guys and hosting this episode of Let's Just Talk About It. How are you? Hope to see you again. Take it easy, be safe, have a blessed, beautiful day. Take it with a grain of salt, you never know. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button and the notification bell so you never miss another stream. Take it easy, guys. Make sure to tell somebody you love them. Be safe out there. Let people have their fucking opinion.